Metal Titans, guardians of metal entertainment worldwide. I'm here with Justin of 3 Inches of Blood. Thank you for conducting this interview.
No problem.
Now, you have been on the road now for about 2 weeks. How's the tour been going so far?
Well, the shows have been great. The crowd's been awesome. The bands are fucking killer. But the series of unfortunate events that have happened with us as far as van problems and various fucking brutal curses, it's been through the roof. It's fucking crazy. Like some force does not want us on this tour because our van broke down and we had to get a new engine and various other shitty circumstances. But aside from that, you know, playing shows is awesome and the fucking bands are great. Holy Grail are fucking awesome guys and awesome band, and it's cool touring with those guys, but they share the same curse as us. You know, their band's broken down twice, so it's just kind of just one of those things where whatever, that's just the way you live in the van, you travel around, eventually shit like that's gonna happen. But you don't want it to, but it does, so fuck it. It is happens, but you gotta make the most of your good times.
It's almost like the tour's cursed in some way.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess I guess, you know, on the bright side, you know, you just, that shit happens, but you have a good show, you drink, you have a good time, you party, you forget about all that bullshit.
Exactly.
So, there you go. Great times.
Awesome.
Minus the crap.
Minus the other stuff.
Yeah.
What kind of growing fan base have you guys had touring with bands like El Waity?
I don't know.
Have you noticed more people, like more new fans, come to the merch booth or anything?
I don't know. I mean, like, I guess, you know, our response has been like really, really good. You know, I mean, all the bands that are playing are getting a really good, like, positive vibe from the fans, but I think they're generally all just fans of heavy metal, and I'm certain that, like, most of them haven't heard 3 Inches of Blood before because, you know, like, Elevite or, you know, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but
there's so many different ways.
Yeah, like they're really, like, you know, they have a really strong fan base, and it's cool to be playing with them, and hopefully, you know, we always want to be we always want to be introducing our music to new people. So I don't know, like, the vibes have been great, and, you know, people are coming out to the shows and like coming up to our merch booth, and, you know, we're meeting new people, I guess, but I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I'm a little drunk, sorry. But all I can say is to summarize all that crap that I just said, all that nonsense. I guess every time we play, we always make new fans, you know. So like, that's why a band has to tour to, you know, keep the momentum going, and you gotta turn people to the dark side as much as possible.
I think most people here tonight were already turned to the dark side.
Tonight is exceptionally awesome. It was like hands down the best show so far on this tour. Everyone fucking raged, and
there was like a waterfall of people surfing at one point for your guys' set.
Yeah,
that was insane.
Vancouver, like, you know, and I don't mean to be biased. I mean, I don't mean to sound biased because I'm from Vancouver, but Vancouver really gives a shit about, you know, live music and supports the scene, and, you know, you don't really see that. You don't see that all the time, but when you see it as strong as Vancouver, it really inspires you. Are we off track here? Hey,
no.
You. It's all right, man.
Totally cut into the interview.
That's all right. But anyway, I forgot where I was going with that, but
I don't remember it either now.
Yeah, I know, totally.
I think we were just saying that you guys have a really strong fan base here because you're from here.
Well, Vancouver, you know, you gotta hopefully. We just want to, like, you know, be able to. We love playing in Vancouver because we appreciate the home crowd, because they've seen this band from the very beginning. They've seen the band, like, grow, and they've always been there. Like, you know, we'll play other towns and people will be like, "Who the fuck is 3 Inches of Blood?" And, you know, we'll introduce ourselves to people with everywhere we go. But Vancouver, like, exceptional, like, they've seen they've seen the band start from the ground up, and it's really cool to play in front of them and to have beers with them after, because
you've known them since like day one.
Yeah, like so many of our friends were here. My dad's here somewhere. Like, we all just had a really good time, and it's just really you feel really honored when the like those diehards from the very beginning are still there. You know, it just makes you feel really fucking honored and appreciative of the home crowd.
Yeah, of course.
Oh man.
Now that you've toured with such names like Satyricon, Black Dahlia Murder, Motorhead, and numerous others, what's it like touring with bands like that? Now that you guys are from here, how does it feel to be touring like the world with such big name people?
It's fucking amazing. Like, when we found out we were touring, when we found out we got that Motorhead tour, like I almost puked and shit.
At the same time.
I was so excited, like literally just like, who doesn't like Motorhead? I'm a fucking and we all love Motorhead. You want to see a band like that play every day, so when you're on tour with them, it's like, fuck,
you get to see them every day for free.
Exactly. Like we're touring with Motorhead, for fuck's sakes. We went bowling with Phil Campbell and Mickey D. It was amazing, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, and it was just like that really makes you appreciate, all the hard work that you put into music, and we're all very humble. Like, we play so many various shows. Like, we'll play in front of like 20 people sometimes. We'll play and we'll get these awesome like main support gigs or opening slots for like huge bands and play in front of thousands. And it doesn't really. We just like doing it, and it's just extra special when you play with a band that's like
one that you grew up
heroes,
listening to.
You're like fucking heroes, and Motorhead was one of those bands where we were just like, no fucking way. And Iron Maiden too. We did a show with Iron Maiden. We played with Iron Maiden a couple times in a couple festivals, but we did one main support slot for Iron Maiden, and that was just like,
oh my god.
Yeah, like that was just like
overwhelming.
Yeah, it's a dream, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to say it better than that.
Which might make my next question kind of void. So I was gonna say, is there a band that you'd particularly like to tour with that you haven't maybe toured with yet?
I'd like to actually do a real tour, like a full tour with like Iron Maiden or Judas Priest even, for that matter.
That'd be cool.
Like I love those bands. Like I listen to them. I mean, obviously, it's kind of cliche because 3inches of Blood sounds like Iron Maiden and Judas Priest or whatever, but there's a reason why we do it. We love those bands. Like we love, we love traditional, like that old school heavy. One sec. What? Oh, bye. Sorry, I'm just saying bye to Cam. But anyway,
nothing wrong with
that. I was just saying, we're all huge fans of like Iron Maiden, and I would love to tour with Iron Maiden, Judas Priest too. Like we were, Rob Halford he said something on a radio show one time about liking Go Riders Horde, and we were all like
yes.
Yeah, like fuck yeah, like that's like Rob Halford like going off on Go Riders Horde is so awesome, and that's, that would be like that's a dream for us. But honestly, the dream for me, living the dream, is just playing and all the time, and keeping busy and writing and playing heavy metal all the time. There's so many bands that I can honestly say that I'd want to tour with. There's so many, like, we toured with Goat Whore once, and I would love to tour with those guys.
I think that was
again.
the time that you guys had that double night, right?
Yeah.
That you filmed them. That was crazy.
We toured with Typo Negative, and Peter Steele died.
Yeah.
And Typo Negative was like one of my all-time favorite bands. Like when I was a kid, like I always fucking loved that band, and touring with them was amazing. Like all fucking killer guys, and like killer live, like all the time. Just I was always watching them play and just really thought they were amazing. And there's so many bands like and like
the list goes on.
Necrophobic, we tour with them. I would love to tour with them again.
Yeah.
There's so many big bands, but
in the end, it's like
you know, yeah.
you'd like to give those smaller bands a chance too.
Oh,
like you
fuck.
guys headline and give the smaller
Honestly,
ones from here a chance too.
I don't even. Yeah, I just we'll tour with whoever, you know. Hopefully, as long as they bro down and they can have a good time and
Exactly.
the music rules. You know?
As long as they're okay. It's not some pop rock rap act
you know,
or something.
You know, yeah, I know. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but they better be fucking good.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta enjoy. They gotta make some money. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be able to watch them every day and not be
Yeah.
like, fuck. I mean, they're cool guys and all, but man, what is this really?
Aw.
Like, but you know, whatever. Fuck. Okay.